What's up, everybody? Jim and Terry here to talk about, yes, Star Wars The Force Awakens, but specifically after this new trailer, we think somebody's toast.
Because there's nothing like anticipating a death in a movie you know very little about 2 months before it comes out.
Well, that's what we do, people. We're trained professionals. Now, in the trailer, we did see Rey shedding tears over somebody or something.
It was something like...
Yeah, she was doing her Carrie Homeland cry face.
Yeah, she was very good.
She's very good. I can't wait to see her performance. But somebody gonna die. And it's time we speculate. We don't know.
We have no idea.
We're just spitballing here, people.
Count this as a spoiler if you want to people who just have watched this trailer a lot.
But we're totally gonna nail it. Okay, so... You know,
you have been very firm about who you think she is crying over, whether it's death or not, but we think death.
It's Chewbacca.
Why do you think that?
Because you can kind of see the bandolier, and you kind of see like loose brown hair, and you know, look, it's the nobody likes it in a movie when they kill the dog, and that's basically what's going to happen.
Listen, a Wookiee is more than a dog, okay?
He is. He's a walking carpet. He is. But I do think that it would be. There are some practical reasons why I think this. You know, I think Han is probably not going to make it either. I bet you Han and Chewie are going to go out like Butch and Sundance, and that's their end there, and they make their heroic last stand. And also, I mean, you know, I can't see Harrison Ford coming back for another movie. It was an arm and a leg just to get him to do this one. And also, I mean, Peter Mayhew is in poor health, and I can't see him coming back to do another one.
But specifically in this scene, your theory is that it's Chewie.
I'm thinking it's Chewie.
We went back after you said that because I didn't have that thought the first time I watched this trailer. And you're right. Like, I do see there's some suspicious hair in the corners of the screen. And I really think
you can see the bandolier kind of off to the side.
Which is, I mean, it's sort of interesting, you know, if it is a death or just an injury or whatever, and just the way she's crying, it does look like a death. But to have those hints be in this trailer, it's sort of a giveaway for a movie that hasn't given much away, so it could be a bait and switch. But I think, you know, the theory is
maybe she just came back to her speeder bike and found a ticket, and she can't
afford
to pay for
it.
She's a scavenger.
I'm not even from this planet. But the other theory that is prominent is that it could be Han, because like you said, a lot of people think that this could be Han's big movie. Maybe that's why he has such a big role. You know, Luke is noticeably absent from this poster. It could be that his big movie is coming up, and that this is really the Han Solo movie, in which case, you know, maybe. And we know, just based on some of the photos that have been released, what we've taken away from the trailers is that Rey goes on this journey with Finn and Han and Chewie, so it could be if this is the climax of the movie, that's what it is. But I've also seen theories, and I personally don't buy into them, but I feel like for the sake of argument, I should bring it up.
Sure.
People think it might be Finn. What do you think of the likelihood of Finn not making it
that,
through
or
this
he's
movie?
Just really badly injured? I mean, I don't think that fella quite knows the business end of a lightsaber, and he's going up against Kylo Ren.
It's true, we see that in the trailer.
Look, everybody who ever touched a lightsaber, it didn't end well. You either lost a limb or you're dead. So either way, but I have a feeling, you know, Finn is one of the new faces of the franchise. I think he'll be around, but whether or not he's gonna look good going forward, we don't know. Maybe he's all messed up. Maybe he's missing all his limbs.
Maybe. I mean, it wouldn't be new in a Star Wars movie to have someone lose a limb. But what, you know, again, we've watched this trailer quite a few times at this point. What we have taken away for sure, it seems to be on the ice planet. There's like snow coming down, and it just based on the trailer, it looks like it primarily takes place on 3 planets. There's Jakku, which is the desert planet. There's some sort of more, you know, lush Endor-esque planet, and then it seems to be the ice one. That
the only 3 ecological systems that apparently exist in the Star Wars universe, you know.
Well, they're hitting the
woods,
big ones.
snow, and desert. You got nothing in between, people.
You have a diverse palette there.
But what if, here's another theory, you know, because again, we're all speculating, what if if Rey and Kylo Ren are twins? What if it's Kylo Ren who's dead?
That's a good theory. I mean, we do see him on this ice planet a few times, and I'm very partial to the theory that they're related, you know, whether they're Han and Leia's kids, maybe Luke had some kids. You're all about that incest theory.
I just think that would explain a lot of why Kylo turned out as bad.
This is a JJ fanfic right here. This is JJ Abrams trying to make Luke and Leia an item. But yeah, I mean, it definitely could be some sort of connection there. It clearly
Yeah.
is someone who Rey cares about
Right.
to cause her to have that
And, and considering how solitary a character she's been, you know, any bond that she makes would clearly mean a lot to her. You know, so it's if she had just made these new friends and she got off her crappy desert world, you know, and they die, you know, it's going to hit her hard. She's definitely, you know, she's got the feels in that scene in the
She
trailer.
definitely has the feels.
Who else do you think is toast? So, you know, Poe Dameron looked like he was in a bad place there with Kylo Ren.
He
and all
did.
that.
He did. That leads back to a theory that I only just read about today. I don't know how I missed it. That Finn helps Poe Dameron escape, and that's when he gets away. So it could be that that's sort of an opening scene. But yeah, I think Poe Dameron's sort of like Luke because he's been getting, you know, sort of sidelined in the promotion for this. I feel like he must have a big movie coming. It could be Kylo Ren. I think, you know, maybe Maz, Lupita Nyong'o's character, maybe she
hands off that lightsaber and then boom, and Leia just cuts her down.
I mean, they have a huge cast here. They really have to cull some of them.
Yeah,
to make it manageable
somebody's
going
toast. I mean, we're also joking, but hey, yeah, what if little BB-8 gets?
I think they have to decapitate him at least once. Like, obviously, it's a magnet. You can put it back together. Everyone who has one of those remote control
C-3PO get
things.
ripped apart all the time.
Yeah, I mean, he'll be fine, but I think it would be a nice nod to all of the
He'll have agony that
robotic.
only a little robot could know.
Well, all the people who own the little like robotic BB-8s that have had their cats accidentally swipe off the head or whatever, they'll be able to relate in that moment.
Come on, cats,
accidentally.
people.
All right, well, back to this death theory. I think the big one that we're leaning on is Chewbacca, but that to me is sort of an interesting choice because he's always love or hate Chewie. I think everyone has got to love Chewie.
Who hates
Yeah,
Chewie?
who hates Chewie? Sorry, I don't
Screw
even
you
know
if
why I
you
said
hate
that. I
Chewie.
don't know. I opened up that can of worms. But he's always sort of been more of a secondary character. So to have him be the death in this scene, I wonder if, you know, maybe that adds credence to the theory that that Rey is Han's child, and so she would have grown up with Chewie more than just this relationship that they would have created on this journey.
Yeah. Where'd you get the British accent, though?
That's
then again,
true.
where did Princess Leia have it, and then she lost it? So maybe it's a little.
Well,
known.
I'm wondering with that British accent whether it's because Daisy Ridley, who's British in real life, maybe just doesn't have the best American accent, or maybe she actually does.
Or maybe
have a British accent.
that's how they speak on Jakku.
Maybe,
the
maybe
King's
she was
English.
raised by someone else.
Oh.
Maybe.
Well, we want to know who do you think dies in The Force Awakens?
All your theories.
Look, I'm thinking it's Chewie and Han. I'm gonna go full on bet here on the
I want
Butch and
Finn
Sundance.
to live, personally. I want Finn to make it through this movie.
Just don't bet on all his limbs. I'm just saying. We want to know, who do you guys think makes it out of, doesn't make it out of Star Wars The Force Awakens based on what we've seen in the trailers? Let us know in the comments below. And for all things Star Wars, keep it here on IGN.